go over my Notion system because this is how I actually streamline my writing process, and have a purpose for all of my content. So I'm not forcing myself to write in this system. It genuinely is easier than writing content in Google Docs or putting it on Apple Notes or even on Twitter drafts and then just posting whenever I can. Um, so I think this is actually going to help you guys a lot to implement something like this. I use it for all of my high ticket clients as well. So let's go through this real quick. So what I've got here is I got this button right here. Once I click this button, it creates a new week of content and it follows this structure for each day. It has a long form or a thread. It's got an entertainment post and then a value post. So every Saturday, I will put like a link to a tweet or an idea I had throughout the week, and I'll put it into the boxes that are relevant to the inspiration that I'm getting, either from like a tweet, a LinkedIn post, a YouTube video, a random thought I had. And then when Monday comes around, then I'll actually go and write the content out. And this is just easier because then I know what I need to write to stay on track for growth. And then it's also just way easier when I know what I need to write when I'm actually sitting down to write. I don't have to think of random ideas. I don't need to be sitting there wasting my time. So this system right here is super, super helpful. So as you can see here, this is actually the week that you guys will be seeing on my timeline. So right here is the clip I'm actually recording right now. That's where it's going to be put right here. But this automation I've created is super, super nice. Streamlines it, immediately puts out all of these boxes with a new week. So I don't have to create random new boxes or copy and paste a bunch of junk. So next I've got this little thing here. I just put any ideas that I have throughout the week so I can easily just access them. I actually use Apple Notes occasionally or even my drafts. And then when I'm ideating my content on Saturday, I'll just put it in sometimes. But if I remember, I'll just put it in here too. Then we have all of my previous weeks. So these are all the other weeks of content I've written. So I can go back, open one of these links, and it will have the entire week of content that I wrote. So I can use that for inspiration for future posts, or if I'm just having a hard time like ideating my content for a specific week. And then we have also the call to action. So each one of these things will close up so it looks a lot more streamlined and clean. But I have them open right now so you guys can see them all. But the call to actions are basically, so whenever I write a long form thread, I will just take one of these call to actions, copy and paste it, and put it right under the thread that I wrote. It's in the same spot as the content, and I can easily just do that, and it makes sure that I actually have call to actions. So the purpose of my content is actually there. I want to convert people to becoming leads. So it makes it a lot easier, and it's way easier also to have templates for your call to actions, because then you're not just wondering, hey, what should I be putting under my threads, or even worse, not putting a call to action under a thread just because you didn't have the time to do it or didn't want to waste the time on that. So having templates is awesome. Obviously, there's some cases where you want to create a new relevant call to action, but for the most part, these templates work awesome for me. And this is just a little exercise I use to clarify what my niche is and stuff like that. But yeah, this is pretty much the entire Notion system. If you guys can set something up like this, just come from viewing this video, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, I'm happy to help you guys answer some questions, kind of how I did this. I'm not like a Notion expert or anything, but I did take a long time putting this together because it's super, super important. And like I said, all my clients use this. But I hope this was helpful for you guys.